Cuni Radio, she got cool. I represent Cool University, and I'm here with a special young lady, singer and songwriter, Cash K, who is joining us at the Cool Table. Hello, my dear. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
So we're gonna start at the beginning. We're gonna go back a little bit. All right.
All right.
Um, Born in Minnesota.
Yes.
I gotta, I gotta start there. So we born in Minnesota
Mhm.
and relocated to Miami.
Uh-huh.
I need you to tell me, what was it like going from one environment like that all the way to another? Was it tough to adjust? Take me through that a little bit.
Yeah, so I just lived there my whole life, like grew up until I was like 12 years old, and then my mom got a job. So we relocated. It was really stressful, honestly. Like it was a big adjustment, especially for me at that age. It was kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of like coming into my like womanhood a little bit. Like I had already like established all my friendships and stuff, and then we changed, locations, everything kind of like shook my world around. But honestly, it was like the best thing that ever happened to me. Like I would not be anywhere where I am today if I hadn't moved to Florida.
You had to leave some life behind, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a big change. Definitely a terrible age to uproot any child and like just change their whole entire life. Like I had zero friends. It was really hard.
All right, so your introduction to music, right? So we know you left Minnesota around 12. You got to Miami. Um, Tell me, how far from there was music introduced to you? Was it your parents? Was it siblings? Was it the neighborhood? What drew you to music? Or was it before moving to Miami?
Yeah, so music was always like a huge part of my life. Like growing up, my mom was super big into R&B. Like she introduced me to people like Heather Hadley and like Lauryn Hill. She was showing me like all kinds of like stepping music. On Sundays, we'd be cleaning the house and listening to like R. Kelly and all that kind of good stuff. So I was introduced to music at a really young age. And then it wasn't really until I was about like 8 or so I got into musical theater, like in the local community, and that like really
Okay.
put me on stage and like got me into singing and like performing. And then I started writing songs when I was like 8 years old about like lollipops and gumdrops and stuff like that. So it's always been a
Okay.
part of my life, huge.
So tell me a little bit more about that musical theater thing. What was it like? What was so I'm guessing that was, you said around 8, right? So it was right before you left,
Yeah. That's
correct?
like when I started. Yeah, when I was about 8 years old, I did my first show, and like just the feeling of being on stage was like just the most incredible feeling. Like that's like kind of what got me into like wanting to perform, was like just the feeling of like performing and the lights and everything. Like it was just like it just inspired me, and like I don't know, I just never wanted to stop. Performance is just a huge part of my like just like who I am.
2015, 2016, it says that you began, I guess, making your own music, starting your early production of records and um, maybe, maybe really honing your songwriting craft. Can you speak to me a little bit about your beginning process as far as, now going from writing songs about, gumdrops and all that to now records, that you want to bang? Like, take me through, your process as far as now raising the bar when it came to writing your songs, and maybe were there any influences right there that helped you turn that leaf?
When I was about 15 or so, I started dating this guy who had a
Oh,
I know.
okay.
He had a friend who had like a recording. He had like a whole setup in his room, and he was like, "Babe, like you're so talented. We need to go get you over there so you can record a song." And I was like, "Okay." So I like wrote a song on site, and like we recorded it, and we were gonna shoot a music video and everything. And then I was like, "Damn, like I should be doing this myself. Like I should be producing my own music, like being able to just have it on hand. Like I don't want to have to go to this random dude's house." So for Christmas, when
Right.
I was in like sophomore year of high school, I was like, please, please, please get me that studio set up. And my parents hooked it up. That was like my huge
All
gift
right, hold
that
on,
year.
clap it up. Let's clap it up for the parents. Hold on, clap it up, parents. That's right.
Thank
That
you,
is
Mom.
right. All right, moms.
Yeah.
Good looking, moms.
Yeah. So from there, when I had like received all the equipment and stuff, I was like so excited. I set it all up, and like I literally just started messing around on GarageBand on my Mac,
Okay.
and like
Okay.
just started like I got a MIDI keyboard and just started like I don't know, just like tapping away. Like I had the mic, so I was singing. I was recording like the songs that I'd written, but like from that's like really how I got started. And then I wrote this song called Chocolate Kisses, and it was like the first song I ever put out on any platform. It was a SoundCloud song. And it's honestly so embarrassing. Like when I listen to it now, it's like the most embarrassing thing I've ever heard. But at the time, it got
Oh, we got to get that. We need that. We need that. Cuni Radio needs that. Come on, we need
no,
that.
it was
We need that. Come
and
on
at
now.
the time, like all my school friends were like, "Yo, like Kylie put out a song, like this is so cool, blah blah." So like it just kind of like budded from there, and then Cash K just became like who she is.
Okay, so let's keep it pushing. So from 2016, we get wait, what was the name of the song? Come on, let me hear it again. What was it?
Chocolate Kisses.
Chocolate Kisses. All right. So now we went from gumdrops. Now we hear the Chocolate Kisses, right? We moving
Yeah,
past that.
upgrade.
Um, and now you're on your way to hopefully, and not even hopefully, you're on your way to being a big superstar, putting it in the air. So let's leave that there. Tell me now, as of 2020, what is your favorite part about doing the music? Is it the writing, the recording, performing? I guess has been put to the back burner, right? Due to life, or even doing interviews like this amazing one right here. What is your favorite part now, 2020, doing the music?
My favorite part's still like writing. I've always used writing songs as like an outlet for my personal like grief and stuff like that. Like all my songs are just like kind of like a
Right,
diary. That's how I use it, kind of just like writing down the feelings I'm going through and stuff. So like that's obviously number one all the time. But
right.
as I've like developed in my career a little bit more, I've had the opportunity to work with like some actual studios, like not just like my bedroom recording. I would like get in the booth with like a
Mhm.
real like actual studio, like state of the art equipment and stuff. And that is my favorite thing ever. Like just the energy of like being
Okay,
in a
being
room
in the
with people
lab,
throwing ideas around.
being in
Yes,
the
it is
lab, huh? Okay.
amazing. It's the best. Yeah. And especially when like you go in the booth and like sometimes I'll be writing like on the spot, like I'll just get a beat right there and then they'll be like, oh, like let's just see what you have, and it's the best feeling ever when you're like just spewing and everyone was like they tap in with the mic with the talk back and they're like, yo, that shit was fire, like that's staying on the track right now. Like it's just such a good feeling, like being in the studio. It's my favorite part, writing and
Okay.
then recording.
You're in school, correct?
hmm yes, I go to Belmont
Okay.
University.
Right. And so what are you studying there exactly?
I'm pursuing a Bachelor of Business Administration in music business with
Okay.
an emphasis in production.
You being an educated woman of color and probably speaking to other educated women, what is something that you would like your audience to receive from your music?
Um, One of the big takeaways that I always want people to grasp, especially like just like not necessarily like my message to them, but like how I view my own self, like kind of comes out through my music, and I want people to feel kind of like empowered. I want young girls who, look like me, or maybe if they don't look like me, it doesn't really matter. But I just want like girls who hear my music to feel related to, first of all. Like I like to think that my music's pretty relatable and people can like really grasp onto the messages that I send out. And I just want people to feel kind of like heard and like resonate with the things that I'm saying and also feel empowered, because a lot of the stuff that I mention in my music is about like bossing up, taking pride in who you are, not ever letting go of your self-worth, not wavering for anybody. Like those are the kind of messages I like to share.
This time, we like to play a game we call the Quick Six. Okay? I'm going to ask you 6 questions. They're either this or they're that. You'll give us your answer. We'll push on to the next one. All right?
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Number one of the Quick Six: phone call or text message?
Text message.
Oh, really? No, you're not. You're not.
Um, like, I don't
uh,
even answer my phone like that. Like honestly,
Netflix or YouTube?
I'd say Netflix. I
Really?
don't, yeah. I like YouTube for music and stuff like that, but I don't really do like the whole YouTuber thing. I don't really.
Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
Oh, really? Now you don't want to get a little taller, raise the
No,
bar a little bit.
I think there's something so cool about just like a nice, cool ass pair of sneakers. Like if I could have every cool pair of sneakers in the world, I would so much rather have that than like a pair of like Louboutins or something.
All right, sidebar. Favorite pair of sneakers of all times. Let's have it.
Mm, Honestly, I like to just Air Jordan 1, like all the colors that they have. But my favorite like random shoe is like a Bread 11. Like I don't know why, but I just love how those.
Ooh. Honey crisp apple or the orange?
I'm allergic to apples.
Oh, Minnesota. She ain't messing with y'all. She is not messing with y'all, Minnesota. She's not. She's over you.
I don't
Okay.
even know
Okay.
how. I just am.
All right, I'm gonna take that. Moving on. Passenger seat or driver's seat?
Mm, that's like a tough one because I like to drive because I like to be in control, but I also like to passenger because I like to just chill. Like I
Just
can
chill
go
out,
either
right?
way. Yeah, I can
Are
go
you one
either.
of those? Are you one of those people that sits on the passenger side and want to control the radio? Pass the
Yeah,
aux?
the
No, you
odds.
can't do that. You can't do
Like,
that. You can't. Okay. Money or free time?
damn.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty good, right?
Honestly, well, when you have one, like, oh, that's a tough question. Money or free time? I'd
Hmm.
say money, low key, because free time is cool, but if you don't have any money, then what are you gonna do? Like sit there?
Free time is overrated if you don't got no bread, right?
Right. You gotta have a good way to spend that free time.
Cash K, you just completed the world famous Quick Six. Clap it up, clap it up. You dropped off a record. It's called Better.
Hmm.
Real classic R&B neo soul kind of vibe.
Hmm.
Do me a favor, can you talk to us a little about the record, the production, maybe the backstory?
This guy that I was dating, the same guy from when I was 15, kind of just like played me, kind of just like threw me aside after like a long ass relationship of like deep personal connection, and he just threw me away for some like some woman that I don't want to talk about,
Mm,
John, but I
gotcha,
really did
gotcha.
not appreciate him choosing her over me when I just was like just better. Like I don't know. Like that's just how I felt. And
Right.
he probably knew that at the time, but I just felt like I had to really speak on the fact that like he kind of threw away a love, a deep connection that we had for some girl who he just like quickly like resorted to, I guess you could say.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
the song's kind of like a not necessarily like a diss track, but it's kind of like me addressing him like, does it make you feel good knowing that you have this girl who does everything that I did for you, but like at a lesser caliber? Like that kind of idea. The only thing she's got to offer is when she gets undressed. Bet you didn't know you're pulling second best. You know,
Mm, bars.
yeah.
Bars.
Thank you. So yeah, that's kind of the backstory.
Well, I tell you this, I have absolutely enjoyed our time here.
Me too.
All right, we learned a little bit about your backstory. We learned that you hating on Minnesota now, and you only rolling with
I'm
oranges. You ain't.
not hating.
We also learned that you like kicks. We learned a whole lot about Miss Cash K. I want to thank you, and my audience wants to thank you for joining us here at the Cool Table. Tell us where we could find you, social networks, media, blah 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 blah, and leave us with a beautiful introduction to your song Better.
So social medias, you can find me at Cash K on Instagram, at Cash K on TikTok, and I'm Cash K, and this is my brand new song Better, and you're listening to it right here on Cuni Radio.
Take it all back, don't get distracted, I'm not easy. It matters how you treat me. And now you understand, I wouldn't want a man if he don't believe in me. Always cheating, he stays deceiving me. And what he doesn't see is I do it bad.